Hey YouTube, did y'all see the Queen Supreme Court? Miss Kelly Love just kind of curls around it. You know, she enjoys singing and dancing, apparently. Them children were moving in them couple of minutes. In the beginning, there was dancing. So Kelly Love, she started off as the mystery. She put her face to the back. There's a lot of theatrics wrapped up in Kelly Love. I believe that this child used to be in show business, or perhaps still is. I don't know, but it seems to be that she's not a stranger to the stage. Anyway, so I enjoyed the show, but I've got a critique on a few things. Okay, so first, of course, all right, so Tiana Madison, her outfit, and she could have, I mean, she was really giving us titties tonight. I don't know how they support those titties, but them titties was, them titties was bouncing. If she bounced just one more centimeter of a bounce, them titties was falling out, right? So we had her on the front stage, and Kelly Love, if she already knew she gonna want to move, so she stepped down off the step behind the stage, so they're on different levels, right? But I would suggest that T.S. Madison think about extending that stage. If you want these girls on here and move, we have a couple incidents with girls actually falling off the stage, but of course Madison has plenty of practice, so she knows how to stay on it. But I think I would extend that stage back to the wall. Maybe have a side entrance or something, so these girls can really let go, right? We don't want nobody get killed up in there. So I enjoyed the titty bounce and the dance. So Madison trying to keep her titties from falling out and getting the show taken down, and then at some point Kelly Love felt so free and happy that she started grabbing her penis. Girls. Where this is going, honey? Next thing I noticed was the size of Madison's drink. She had this great big old gobbler. What did they call it? You used to call them the big gulps. Oh, I guess it's a wine cooler. No, she had. I think it's vodka. Some huge ass drink, right? But Kelly Love just had the little wine drink, right? Now, all through the show, Kelly Love was there, like she was parched, right? Because her glass was empty. And she even took to tapping the glass, and T.S. Madison still ignored her. And so eventually, Miss Kelly Love, in the middle of the show, took some of Miss T.S. Madison's glass, which she had done a good job of getting weighted to the bottom, taking her wine and poured into her own glass. Now, I've never seen that before on this show. Usually, Miss Madison is free with the alcohol. So I'm thinking now, has somebody been warned that Kelly Love can't handle her booze? I don't know. But they were starving that girl. They would not give her a drink. They always get as much alcohol as they want, right? But not on tonight. And even when she went down and stole Miss Madison's drink, she barely acknowledged it. So maybe they said, well, maybe we got to get through this show. You shouldn't be having more alcohol. I mean, I'm just guessing. I just know that girl was drinking the big gulp, and Miss Day had a little bit of wine, and they would not give her more. You guys call it. Next thing we see, of course, we got to go into the big news story of this week, is the Aretha Franklin funeral, which I did not see. It was so long that I said, well, I got to wait till I can sit down and really watch that. So I'll watch it later. And a lot of times that what'll happen is you put it off. I'll watch it later, and then all of a sudden it's not a new story anymore. You don't watch it at all. So I missed that. Of course, I know the primary stories that have been talked about. The main thing has been this Ariana Grande's dress length, and I thought this was brilliant. And the technology is getting better on this thing, because I loved when they had Aretha Franklin split screen with Ariana Grande, and Aretha Franklin was talking about women in clothing, singers wearing clothing, dress lengths, and she was saying, "Look at my length on my dress." Now she had to be close to 80 years old. You women kill me with that stuff. Y'all try to compare yourself with these little young girls, honey. Of course you're gonna have your dress down to your knees. You're damn near 80 years old. Anyway, I thought that was brilliant. I like that because she seemed to be commenting on Ariana, even though she's already passed on. So that was a great improvement there. I like the split screen, the way they played off each other. They went right into this thing with this Charles Ellis groping this girl. And he was a grope. It wasn't easy. I don't know why some person would be on national television knowing that at least all black world is watching and probably a third of the white world is watching. Why you would go on stage with this girl and grope her titties. So I don't know if he was feeling so loose and so happy, or he just gets excited by being with a young girl, or what. The man did come in and apologize for what he did. It's inappropriate. I don't think we have the answers to that. I think only he knows. Maybe he don't even know. Maybe it's just an automatic thing that he does. He touches women. Like Donald Trump said, when I around a beautiful woman, I just start kissing her. I just can't help myself. Anyway, then they went to the highlights of this funeral. So since I didn't see it, so I can't comment, but only a certain amount on that. But it talks about Dorinda Clark. What did she say? That she was wearing the what? Hollywood mask realness. They were commenting on the girls' makeup, clothes, dress, hairdos. Only thing I can remember from that thing is I loved that Cicely Tyson when she wore that damn hat. Now Cicely Tyson is a fashion woman, right? I happen to have met Cicely Tyson in a work situation. I used to work for this place, Workroom 27, and she was. This was not too far after Jane Pittman. Cicely Tyson was a popular actress then. She was a young woman playing an old woman. But she came into this place where I was working. I was working for this little kind of sugar daddy guy I had. She came in and she came around to every person working in that workroom. Workroom was where they make the costumes, right? And I happened to be working there. I was really with him, but I was just killing time by working that day. She came in, she talked to every single one. I mean, had a conversation with every single person. This is at the height of her career. I met other celebrities in that place. Basically, get snubbed all of the underlings. She was different. So I love Cicely Tyson. I thought she wore that damn hat. She was. Somebody said something tacky about her looking mummified in that hat. But she's 91 years old. That's the truth, honey. And she was wearing it well. All right. So now here's my complaint about this episode. I don't know if you girls have had bad experiences with black women this week. Somebody is taking your parking space, or you've had an argument with the phone company, or what it is about this particular episode and these black women. Because y'all was showing some of the worst specimens of womanhood on this show. Let me just skip right to them. What was the first one? Ignorant ass woman down at the school. First you show this black woman. She done came down to the school and she is threatening this other woman. Threatening this other woman because her one child, apparently the other woman's child's large-sized girl, is taking her daughter's lunches. She go out there and threaten her, bitch, if you one of my daughter, your fat ass daughter, talking all out of her mouth with the children and all this kind of stuff. It was the epitome of ignorance. Ignorance. And I hate to think that people actually act this way. But I know there's got to be isolated incidents. But it wasn't one. Oh, no. If it were just one, I would say, okay, we laughed that off. This woman threatened. It's always violence. What? Black people, get over this violence. Everything got to be whooped, beaten. Anyway, find another way to express yourself. This woman, who looked horrible coming down to a schoolhouse with a damn wig she just done pulled out and shook out and stuck on her head. Just looking ignorant and stupid, acting stupid, ignorant, and threatening to jump on the damn woman because her child is misbehaving. Why don't you act like adults? School your children. That wasn't the first one. Next one, they had an ignorant woman. Okay. Then they had this ignorant ass woman. She is on a plane. I don't know how she got a ticket for her and her husband, because they don't seem like the kind of people who have a few $100s be going nowhere. Got on a baby is crying. Some other race of baby is crying. It disturbed her sleep, her rest. She gets up and starts threatening the woman, threatening the child, calling the child all kind of ignorant, spoiled brats. Well, of course, you would have been beating your children, so they wouldn't act such a way. A baby's crying, honey. Nobody loves a baby crying, but it's just in nature. Babies cry. No. She threatened this woman, gonna beat her down, and then I guess her husband said, "Could you please calm down?" And then, of course, the black woman's husband, "Oh, don't talk to her like that. Oh, she need respect." Respect? You sitting up here hollering at a fucking infant? An infant doesn't even understand English. Are you gonna force this one? What you supposed to do? Gag the child, or beat him like you beat yours? This is just another example of pure ignorance. Since I'm on a roll here, let's continue. Then you got these young girls, tats all over the face and all that. They got these little these kids, I guess they're 2 and 4 years old, something like that, smoking weed, laughing. And the kids are smoking weed like they smoke it all the time. Can you imagine what condition those people's brains are going to be in? They smoking weed as infants. They will always be drug addicts. They will never even know what it's like to become a drug addict. As far as that, this is in their nature now. They have ruined these kids' lives. And they need to have their ass in jail, and they need to lose the kids, which is just what's going to happen. Now, I don't know about Ms. Madison's audience, if they are agreeing with some of this crazy behavior or not. But nobody seemed to be very affected by some of this insane behavior. But hold, I'm not finished. I will get to the good parts in a second. But please allow me this moment. Okay, that wasn't the only one. Please give Kelly Love a drink. Now she's tapping on the glass. Hey, don't feed them alcohol. Y'all got to explain that. Somebody got to explain why did they not give this girl another drink when she is thirsty, honey. Okay. Hold on a minute. The next ignorant woman. I don't know if y'all were mad at women this day, but the black women I know, honey, they don't act like this. So y'all got must be digging in your archives or something. Now we got the ultimate. Road rage. This woman has had a fender bender with a big old, I think it's an SUV. They say a bus, but I think it's SUV. This woman, right? It's another clip. She gets out of her car, screaming, yelling, hollering, she lost her mind. Probably ain't no insurance. She takes a hammer or some kind of tool out of her trunk and commits to breaking all the windows out of the SUV they just had the fender bender with. We don't even see the damage to either of the vehicles. It couldn't have been too huge. After she does all this, breaking all these people's windows out of their SUV, the man is in front of her car calling the police, right? This woman, ignorant, angry woman, angry black woman, gets in her car and runs this man over. She backs up, he stands up, and she hits him again. This man is not, I don't know if he's an ex-military or what, but he is not going to bow down. He takes, and to stop her, to hold her there for the police, he stands up and throws his body onto the hood, like this woman is going to submit. She puts that damn thing in gear and throws his ass off her car. This could have been a murder. Now, I don't know why you guys didn't commentate on this stuff. I don't know why you people think that it is okay for people to be carrying on this way. That woman at least aggravated assault. Possibly, depending on how aggressive the prosecutors are, this woman could be facing time for attempted murder. Y'all didn't say a damn thing about it. Like this is just natural goings on. All right, back to my review. Back to my comments. I don't get mad at me. Listen, y'all do the same thing. Do not be getting mad at me because I'm trying to tell you my truth. It's very important that you know my truth. Okay. Ignorant ass women's, right? Then they talk about these damn people. So we're just going through the clips. They talk about these damn people's freezing illegal immigrants' accounts. Now, first of all, as if taking their children wasn't enough. You're going to take and just take people's money they have worked for, saved for, money which is required for them to pay their bills. You're going to close down their account as if it's your money. This is more from Trumpville. When are we going to leave these goddamn... When is America going to wise up and realize those people have been here for years and ain't nobody been bothering us at all? Trump has made it sound like these people are trying to overtake America, and these are our enemies. You should not be able to go into and freeze somebody's bank account because you want to force them to leave the country. When did it get that serious? How they gonna leave? They ain't got no money. You don't do no shit like that. I guess their mortgages will go in default, and then they won't be able to pay their rent, and you're gonna force them out of the country by stealing their money, underhanded. What? Who else other than the Trump administration would come up with such an idea? But they're allowing it to happen. So Sessions is in on it too. Please give Kelly Love a drink. You know, she's white around the mouth, and y'all have not even offered her a glass of water, honey. Please. Kelly Love. Did you tell them, you know, after I had my second drink, no, I say don't know. All right, people. Fighting on the plane. Okay. So now I got to try to wing it. That's all I wrote down from these clips. They had lots and lots and lots of clips. They had that dude from Cosby Show. Oh, I am glad they finally got all of their technical problems worked out. You just take a little patience. But they had that guy. I guess he used to be on the Cosby Show, and now he's working for Trader Joe's or bagging groceries somewhere. People taking advantage of it. So I guess it's kind of gone a little viral this morning. Cause I saw the thing 4 to 5 times today. The clip. So what people don't realize is because someone had an acting job 30, 40 years ago, does that mean that they saved enough money from that acting job now to take them the rest of their lives? He's had other acting jobs, but that was like the height. When these people are not working, they're not working. When I lived in Hollywood, we would go to the unemployment line to see what actors were in the unemployment line. Yes, actors, people we consider to be successful people. When their shows are not running, or sometimes even when the shows are running, but in between seasons, they get unemployment. They have to make a living, and they got to try to make a living. I assume that usually they want to do it outside of the public eye, so they won't be recognized. But they're always catching actors. You don't make enough money on a job you had 35 years ago to last you the rest of your life. Most of them spend the money as they get it. So it's not unusual for somebody to have a job. A job that's not forever. This may what it may be doing in between acting jobs. You know, so I don't think it's horrible. I think it's kind of childish for us to punish these people for actually going out and supporting themselves. They got to eat. They got kids. They got to feed their children. So there shouldn't be any shame in that. Okay, so I guess that's a wrap with the show. I enjoyed the show. I wish you guys would be more furious with some of these people, these bad actors. You know that now, sitting up here having fights with people about the goings on of a fucking infant is wrong. You know full well a woman getting out of her car and causing thousands of dollars of damage to a vehicle and then running over the driver is inappropriate behavior. You guys didn't speak up enough about it, right? This thing was dominated by the Aretha Franklin funeral. So I didn't get a chance to do that, so I'm going to have to cut it short. But I wanted to give you a couple of comments. My critiques, my opinions, because it's so important. Kelly Love, you're comfortable in front of a camera. I know you were nervous, but you didn't appear to be nervous at all. I know you'd like to shake that behind, and I love the way you throw that leg up for that last curl, honey. That last curl. Don't try this at home.